Hello, everybody. Did you hear me all right? No.
Hello, everybody. Okay, good, very good. Okay, so a little correction. I used to live in Tel Aviv. I reside in Sacramento. So we did come from Sacramento, but I grew up in Tel Aviv. That's where my my early childhood was. So what I would like to begin with tonight is a poem that I wrote about a spiritual quest, about the quest of divine love, exploring my heart and being very puzzled by its mysteries. So the name of the poem is Treasure in the Heart. Look deep within your heart and you will find a treasure box made of tarnished gold, locked up tight, unyielding to efforts to be opened, a key not to be found. Within this box is held a mystery that even you know not of. It remains concealed forever, with trepidation, a fear of what it may reveal. It remains hidden from you, a secret buried, its tall, thick chambers lost in a maze. No escape for refuge. Untried I was in the ways of the heart, a novice I was in its mysteries, and humble I was in its might. It has the power to move mountains, I've been told. So treasure hunting I went into the chambers of my spirit. There is where I searched for the key to my very own treasure box. I looked and looked all day and all night, and then I found it lying deserted, abandoned on its side, covered with tar of antipathy and the slime of bitterness. And then with shaky hands I opened it with awe. It contains were luminous, shining with dazzling radiance, spreading all over like a lover's kiss. No, there were no pearls nor diamonds, gold or silver coins, nothing to possess or to hold, like a bird on a hand that possesses the freedom of flight. The treasure that I have sought out, the very thing that I longed for, the greatest fortune that was ever found. I like storytelling, and I like imagination. So I wrote this poem of the Queen of Pearls. Her castle is in the sky. She dreams in solitude, without a soul to interfere. She adorns herself with pearls that she harvests herself from the sea. Her beauty knows no bounds, so say the fishermen who watch her prey in the silence of the night, with her hair dripping wet, diving fearlessly in the midst of the sea, hunting oysters with her teeth and placing them in a large basket. Then she returns to her castle at dawn, as quick as lightning, with her bin of new pearls, herself to beautify. Her lips are rose red, her skin white as china, her golden hair wildly blows as in a storm. The pearls are magic, the legend says. They turn to stars in the sky when the old ones die. I want to read a poem of my retaliation against aging. It's called The Wings of Time. The wings of time fly rapidly as moments go by, lost in the past forever. Only fragments remain as faded memories in our imagination, like ghosts dancing in the graveyard. I wanted to stop time. I commanded, I required that it be immobilized, Stricken with insanity, I stopped the clocks from ticking and burned the calendars and shattered all mirrors to smithereens, not to see my beauty fading in the current of the wind. I desired to find time, the cruelest of all my enemies, to hold it as a prisoner in my two bare hands. I knew like sand it would escape through my fingers that shook in the dark. My efforts were to no avail. Then, one morning, the wings of time landed beside me with a tender flutter. Then I climbed upon its wings and journeyed around the sun. Silver threads wove themselves into my golden hair that blew in the wind. Wrinkles adorned my eyes, reflecting my wisdom. And then the wings of time slowly descended from heavenly heights, gazing at me through invisible eyes with compassion, and returned me gently back to earth. And my mind was quiet, cured from its madness. Furthermore, I knew that existence was eternal, standing still in its continuous motion, without a word to utter. I hurried in triumph from my silent freedom. I want to read this poem. It's called "The Prison Guard," and it's a little bit like the first one. It's a metaphor, and I got this inspiration from a prison guard actually that I met, and I was so touched by the story, and I felt the hell of prison. The prison guard is attentively prepared for the expected outbursts of rage, of aggression, of anger and pain, wounds that we don't fathom, for our lucky stars shine on us, while we ignore them, abandoning them. Long grim hallways, jiggling of keys, doors shutting abruptly, prisoners protesting, cursing, screeching like wounded animals. Anger at their disenchanted lives, stench of urine mixed with tobacco. The prisoners become the prison guard's teachers, training him to be alert and awake, educating about love and hate, compassion and dispassion, loathing, sorrow and regret. He has become a man of valor by being in their midst, or perhaps a prisoner just as them, watching them, vigilant like a hawk, every move, every breath, observing their madness, their self-created hell, listening to them blame everyone else for their strife, hearing their deafening screams that only heaven's ears could endure, cries that are executed in silence, screams that are lost in the wilderness. We are also prisoners, and our folly keeps us locked in the cells of our mind, bathing in our misery without parole, reciting our tales of woe over and over again like a broken record till no one wants to listen. The prison guard is the gatekeeper, for he forever holds the key. He is able to open the doorway if so he pleases, to free us from our very own slavery, from our self-created hell. We are the prisoners, and we are the prison guards. We are the ones that hold the key to our true freedom.